what's going on, guys? This will be my pickups video for September 1st, 2012. Today's channel recommendation is The Gamers 01. Been watching his channel for well over a year now. Great stuff, great pickup videos. He's from Australia, so I always find it interesting to get the Australian point of view because those guys really get fucked on games. I think the average 360 games comes in somewhere around $90 to $100 or something like that, in terms of US or Canadian dollars. Yeah, these guys, I feel bad for Australians. They really get screwed on games. Anyways, The Gamers 01, the link will be below. Fantastic channel, check them out. I had a pretty good day. I can just come around the corner here real quick, show you guys. I picked up these shelves here, really nice. I'm not sure if they're IKEA or what, but they're pretty solid. So missing the back panel, I could care less, doesn't really matter. I also picked up these shelving things here. It looks like they're homemade. They're made for tapes, but they're pretty much perfect for, well, not 64 games, but I tested it with Genesis games and it's perfect. So I picked that up for all my loose Genesis carts. I think I've only got enough maybe to fill half of this, maybe one at most. But yeah, $5 for the two. Nice old man. He was happy. The shelves were $5 for the two also. You can see all the stuff I have on the floor here, all bundled and ready to be sold or traded. The Waterloo video game swap is coming up on the 16th. If you're from this area, make sure you check it out. It's going to be pretty good. Okay, real quick here, I'm going to come over to this to start off. This week I picked up this bundle here on Kijiji. It came complete. It's a Commodore 64, obviously. Had the monitor. The monitor is in fantastic condition. I was testing a couple NES systems on it, and I had always heard good things about these monitors, but like the picture was phenomenal. I've never seen. I'm not even sure it doesn't look that good on LCD screens. It looks absolutely fantastic on here. So I haven't actually hooked up the Commodore to it yet, but I'm sure it looks great. So a Waco stick, flight stick kind of thing. Boxed Commodore. The box is in really good shape. Commodore 64. This is my second one that I picked up this summer. I've been looking for one forever. This one's a little brown. The one I kept from my previous video is in really nice shape and works fantastic. The guy assured me that it works. All the power cords are there. I think the manual's in the bottom somewhere. But really happy to get a box system. Also picked up the cassette unit and the floppy drive. I haven't got too much into actually playing the Commodore 64 yet. It's quite the undertaking setting all that stuff up, and it's a system that I kind of wanted to grab. So I have a couple of the old kind of computer systems. The Commodore 64 is one that I really wanted. I have a couple games right now, but not a whole lot, so I haven't really had a chance to play it, but at some point I'll get to it. So that whole bundle there was $40, so I was pretty happy with that. Okay, here's some other stuff that I picked up this week. Starting with Last Story, or The Last Story for the Wii, RPG, Xseed. Probably one of the final big releases. It's like a nice limited edition box. I accidentally ordered two from GameStop, so I think I'm actually going to keep one sealed. I was going to return it, but I'm going to hold on to one and keep it sealed. I think this is going to go up in value, so I'll hold on to that. Who knows, 10 years down the road, it might be worth something. I picked up New Super Mario Bros. 2. Came with this really cool steel case. I'm not a huge steel case guy, but if they're there when I grab them, I guess it's kind of cool. The whole case actually fits inside. Steel case. Pretty cool, actually. And I picked up a 3DS XL. Local electronics store, Future Shop, had a deal that was trade 5, get it free. So I had some trade games that were qualifiers that I picked up from that grocery store there that had the games on for sale or on sale a while. Anyway, it's in one of my previous videos. I picked up a bunch of games for 10 or 15 bucks. So I think this ended up costing me about 80 bucks with the stuff that I traded. So really happy to get that. I love the system. It's big, which I don't mind. I love my DSi XL. I love the color. I love the finish. Really happy with it. Glad I got it. Okay, so garage sailing today was half decent. Oh, this isn't from today. I'm starting to give up a little earlier these days. I don't know if I'm just kind of losing my interest in garage sailing for the season, but I'm only going out till about 10 o'clock then coming home, so I did pretty good today. Last thing I grabbed, I'm going to go show you this quick. This is the last thing I grabbed today at a sale that you had to park on the street and walk way up this hill, so I came around the corner and I was like, fuck, what a waste of time that was. This was sitting there, and I'm extremely happy to find this. This is The Office, the complete series, the original BBC version. I had this whole set, but they were burned discs. I can't recommend this enough. Like, this is probably some of the best television that I've ever seen. The original Office series is fucking fantastic. Ricky Gervais, really, that was the first time we saw him. I don't know what to say about this. You have to get this. Somehow download it, whatever, but for $3 I was extremely happy. I actually gave away my burnt copies to somebody and never gave them back, so really happy to find that. Second last sale of the day was in my parents' neighborhood, just kind of on my way home. Thought I'd stop and got lucky again. Picked up a another game, GBA SP. And this one looks to be in pretty good condition compared to some of them I've been getting lately. It is in good condition. All the labels are still on. These things always work. I've never had one that didn't. All the buttons feel good. The top isn't too bad at all. This is one of the better ones I've seen. And it's too bad it's not the 101 series or whatever. 2 chargers, which is nice. Can always use a spare. This case here, I don't think there's any other games hiding in there. But this is the stack of games that were there. He had them all set up all nice on the table. I just asked him how much for everything. And he said 15 bucks, so I gave him the money, extremely happy. He was happy. You can tell right off the bat that there's some great titles in here. I haven't looked through them all, but I saw some pretty good stuff. Battletoads. I don't think I have Battletoads, actually. Jurassic Park, I don't think I have that either. These are all in great condition, too. Kirby's Dream Land. Donkey Kong, in my opinion, one of the top 5 games on the Game Boy. This game's phenomenal. Super Mario Land. Pokemon Red. Happy to find that. Dukes of Hazzard. I do have that. A bunch of GBA games here. Earthworm Jim, really happy to find that. Don't have that, I know that for a fact. SpongeBob. Hot Wheels. These Hot Wheels games can be surprisingly good on the GBA. Well, on any system, actually. A lot of them are like the old Micro Machines game for the NES. Fire Pro Wrestling. I didn't even know that existed on the GBA. Spyro, Season Flame, I see that all the time. Monster Trucks, I have that. Pokemon Pinball. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. I'm going to try this one out. The Tony Hawk game for the GBA was fantastic back in the day. For what the GBA was, they kind of like an isometric view is really good. American Bass. Spider-Man. Mysterio's Menace. And I saved this one for last. Sword of Mana for the GBA. Obviously part of the Mana series. Not sure if I've even heard of Sword of Mana, to be honest. Extremely happy to find that. Yeah, so like I said, everything there, $15. Very happy with that find. Oh, one more thing I picked up earlier this week, not from Garage Sale, is Gungnir for the PSP, an Atlas strategy RPG. I picked it up from Future Shop for, it was on for $20. Regular price on this is $29. It only came out a few months ago, so happy to see it that price. And then I had a $10 off a game in August. So I ended up coming like $10, so very happy to find that. I keep saying that. These three, found them at a sale, ended up paying $5 for all three. Patapon 2. Halo Wars. I believe I have a loose copy of this somehow. I can't remember how I got it, but I actually enjoyed it. Oh shit, I'm trying to think of the genre now. I guess it would be a strategy RPG. It's like StarCraft, basically. It's basically a StarCraft ripoff. Yeah, 360. And Tarzan for the PlayStation. Actually looks like a decent platformer. Kind of like the old Aladdin and Jungle Book games. Have to check that one out. $5 for that. And then the last thing I have here, which was actually the first sale I rolled up on today. They had like 2 tables full of video games. I couldn't believe my luck. I pulled up first sale, piles of stuff. Some great PS2 games that I left. Resident Evil 4, God of Wars. In hindsight, I probably should have offered him something for the whole box, but I don't know what to do with them. I had them all, so other than bundling with them with systems, I didn't really get much trade or can't really sell them for anything, so I left them there for someone else. Anyways, I guess I'll start with this. I actually went to the sale, and then on my way home, it was right by my house, so I hit it again. When I went back, they had more stuff out. So I got a Game Boy Color here on the way back with Pokemon Gold. This Game Boy Color is in fantastic shape. The Pokemon Gold I tested, the battery saves. That was $5, so extremely happy to get that. And then I paid $25 for this box earlier in the day at the same place for everything in here. So I'll go through this quick. Final Fantasy X-2. I needed this. I have the greatest hits copies that I'm trying to get rid of and get the black label. Final Fantasy 12. Couldn't remember if I had this. I'm pretty positive I did. Spartan Total Warrior. I believe. I think I was watching the listening to the All Gen Gamers podcast, and somebody brought up Spartan Total Warrior, and they were saying what a great game this was. It was from some podcast. Anyways, made by Sega. Looks like a pretty cool game. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. I always pick up Dragon Ball Z games. I know like some of them are hard to find, so I'll have to check if I have this one. But these are all in mint condition too. This guy took great care of his stuff. Dark Watch, Capcom game. Didn't have it. Looks like a first-person shooter. Very arcadey. Looks really cool though. I gotta check that one out too. It's a long weekend here. My wife's gone. My son's going to my mom, so I'm gonna spend like 8 hours playing video games tonight. It's been a long time. So WarioWare Touched. I have this already. I'll probably pass that on to my nephew. One lone Genesis game. Unfortunately, I'm dying to find a nice Genesis score. Some boxed games. I really want to collect for the Genesis. As I said, that retro video game swap is coming up in town, so I'm actually going to focus on picking up boxed Genesis games. Okay, PS1 stuff. Gran Turismo. Just kind of threw it in. I actually kind of want this more just for the case. I've got this Final Fantasy VII here with a cracked case, so kind of like to swap that. Crash Bandicoot Warped. All in great shape, which is nice. Crash Bash. Cool Borders 4, which I don't think is in there. I should have checked that, but no big deal. Need for Speed High Stakes. I believe I have this. I just threw it in there. Spyro Year of the Dragon. I don't think I have this Spyro game. Really happy to see this, obviously. Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Need to replace the case, but the disc is in great shape. Manual looks pretty clean. Just a little dusty, and the case is broken. Real quick, I'll show you this. I've been looking for this for a while, just CD cases. Blank CD cases. Anyways, this guy had like 5 boxes full of CDs. He ended up giving me these 10 cents a piece, so I literally just grabbed ones that looked like they're in good shape. Some of these are still sealed. Aaron Carter, if anybody wants to trade something for that, let me know. Yeah, like these are all sealed, so just to swap out with some of my disc games that I picked up over the summer that have beat up cases. Final Fantasy 9. In okay shape. I believe, yeah, this one's missing the manual, but the discs are in good shape. As always, disc 1 has some minor scratches, and the rest look like they haven't been touched, which is pretty common. Tekken 3, one of my favorite games for the PS3 or PlayStation, original PlayStation. Played a lot of that game. And the last PS1 game here is The Legend of Dragoon. Easily my favorite RPG on the PlayStation. I love the battle system in this game. I've never actually beat it, which is pretty shameful, but I absolutely love this game. This was at a different sale. Picked up a copy of Choke. I read the book. It's a Chuck Palahniuk book. The book is phenomenal. The movie itself is decent, but it's sealed, and I got it for $2, so happy to find that. A couple random Game Boy games. Donkey Kong Land 2. Dragon Ball Z. Something. And Spider-Man for the Game Boy Color. Okay, and a Sega Genesis in good shape, just needs to be cleaned up. Like I said, this guy took care of his stuff. This is just a little dusty. 2 controllers, power brick, everything's there. So everything that was in that box is $25. Really good deal, obviously. A lot of these PS1 games, 1 or 2 of them will pay for that. So, and then $5 for the GB Game Boy Color. And that's it. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure if I said this, but I'm over 1,000 subs, so thank you to all the new subs. Yeah, please comment, like, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Later.